Convidamos agora representante da Armênia, o senhor vice-ministro das Relações Exteriores, Robert Abisogomonyan.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at the outset I would like to extend my appreciations to His Excellency Luis Inácio Lula da Silva, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, as well as to the government and people of Brazil for their outstanding hospitality, and wish every success to our deliberations. We are meeting here in Belém, at the heart of Amazonia, on the 10th anniversary of the adoption of the Paris Agreement, with a renewed sense of hope and optimism that we can turn the dangerous tide of climate change and achieve the agreement's objectives. As we enter the critical decade of implementation following the first global stocktake, the decisions we take here in Belém must chart a credible path towards climate resilience and climate justice. The biannual transparency report, the synthesis report on NDCs, and the synthesis report on NAPs released by the UNFCCC Secretariat provide encouraging evidence of positive changes. They validate the effectiveness of the Paris Agreement in decreasing global emissions and strengthening adaptation mechanisms. However, the same reports point to the need for urgent and enhanced action, reminding us that we are still far from the levels we strive to achieve. If we are to keep the goals of the Paris Agreement within reach, we must redouble our collective efforts to accelerate the progress. COP30 in Belém must therefore become a milestone, transforming global ambition into concrete action on climate change mitigation, adaptation, as well as loss and damage, guided by equity and the common but differentiated responsibilities and respective capabilities. Distinguished delegates, Armenia is firmly committed to contributing to collective efforts to mitigate and adapt to the impact of climate change. Despite Armenia's negligible share of global emissions, we strive for active participation in international undertakings to limit temperature rise to 1.5 Celsius through comprehensive economy-wide mitigation measures. As a landlocked developing country, Armenia seeks to demonstrate that even small states can lead by examples through ambitious national actions. Armenia's updated NDCs for 2026-2035 under the Paris Agreement, informed by science and national circumstances, will represent an enhanced commitment to addressing climate change-related challenges. They aim to climate-proof our ecosystems, biodiversity, agriculture, and livelihoods. Our efforts are underpinned by the adoption of a comprehensive climate law, establishing a robust legal foundation for long-term economy-wide action and the integration of climate priorities into all sectors. Our long-term low-emission development strategy, in turn, provides clear pathway towards a resilient, low-carbon economy in line with the Paris Agreement. Energy transformation lies at the core of our climate strategy. We are expanding renewable energy generation at an unprecedented pace to substantially increase the share of green energy in our national mix. At the same time, we continue to rely on nuclear energy as a safe and stable component of our clear energy mix, providing real carbon-neutral electricity and enhanced energy security. Excellencies, there is a growing recognition that nature, climate, and land are parts of our one indivisible system, while fragmented approaches are no longer sufficient. Responding to the scale of the crisis requires coherence, partnership, and trust. For Armenia, this is not an abstract concept. Our country lies at the crossroads of the Caucasus, one of the world's biodiversity hotspots, where fragile mountain ecosystems are facing the combined pressure of climate change, land degradation, and biodiversity loss. We have learned that adaptation and restoration must go hand in hand. that no biodiversity policy can succeed without integrating climate and land considerations. To move the needle further and achieve transformative changes, we must recognize that environmental challenges are interconnected and affect us all, whether high in the mountains, deep in the forests, or on the high seas. We must rethink our relationship with nature. Recognizing the urgency of these interconnected challenges, Armenia, as the host of Biodiversity COP30, is taking active steps, together with other partners, to reinforce international collaboration and promote integrated approaches to climate change mitigation and biodiversity preservation, with a view to achieving a result-oriented outcome at COP30 in Belém on synergies that could be leveraged towards successful global review of the collective progress in implementing the Kumning-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework at CBD COP17 in Yerevan next year. Armenia looks forward to welcoming you all to Yerevan next October for Biodiversity COP17 to review our progress, strengthen the bridges among the Rio Conventions, and reaffirm that multilateral cooperation is indispensable to restoring and protecting the living fabric of the planet for present and future generations. I thank you.